Morning, everyone. It's Saturday, January 20th. It's the day my brother was born in 1965. Here's the Walker brothers right here. My dad on the left, Johnny on the right, and me in the back. So the two old guys are sitting on the couch, and me, the young guys, on the back. Me and Johnny are only a year apart, so not that bad. A few old pics I got here. A couple of my dad, me at logger shows. Me and my first go-kart that I ever bought that was brand new. Bug Scorpion with a Yamaha on it. Old Bobby, my tuner. Yeah. Me and my old dog Timber. A cabin, me and Johnny and a couple friends. Doug Edwards. We fixed this cabin up on Huston Lake up by Sabalis area. That's a rope swing. That's my big old dog Timber. Had him for 13 years. Me racing in Ontario. Couple shots of some big trees. Look at that, eh? I think that was a 24-foot cedar or something. I like Husqvarna, as you see. Put posters of old bikes from the museum when I was in Sweden one time. Sweden's a lovely country. If I lived anywhere else in the world, that's probably where I'd live. Anyways, I want to talk a bit about Husqvarna today and some cool stuff that we got in the mail. Johnny gave me this envelope. It had some cool stuff in it. I'm going to explain some of it to you and just have a little chat about it. You also see my jersey here, eh? That's the Husqvarna Blue Bulls. That's the Husqvarna's town sponsored team. And I had this jersey made when I was over in Sweden with my name on the back and number 10, because you know me, that's my number 10. So let's talk about some old chainsaws here this morning. Quite interesting. I got this Husqvarna racing hat too when I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, racing go-karts there. I went to the Joe Gibbs racing shop. They sponsored Husqvarna. Husqvarna sponsored some NASCAR stuff. Okay, so I got in the mail, what Johnny did, from Mr. Fred Roberts from Toledo, Ohio. Toledo, Ohio is quite a town, you know. Like, there's been a lot of stuff invented there and made there. You know, the Tillotson Carburetor Company, you know, started in 1914, building the first float carburetor for different applications. I don't know exactly for what, but they did. And in around 1940, they built the first diaphragm carburetor, which evolutionized saws and different types of machinery where you can flip them upside down in every which way to run them. Instead of like the old saws where you had to turn the bar horizontally and vertically so the float carburetor didn't run out of gas or not even run at all, right? So that was pretty cool. So yeah, Tillotson Carbs were from there. I think even Klinger off MASH is from there, eh? Remember in the show? Come on, everyone's watched MASH, eh? Klinger, funny guy, dude. Funny guy. So anyways, yeah, in this package, I first opened it and we looked at this. Crescent, a lightweight champion, 06. I'm like, that thing looks exactly like this old Husky that me and Johnny have. I don't know, a friend of ours gave us years ago. And it's called an F70, okay? This F70 right here, this thing runs like a top. I've taken it to logger shows and ran it against the brand new models of Huskies with this old one. And at one time I beat my dad in Ucluelet with this saw because the new saw, we forgot to fuel it up. It ran out of gas. So the old Swede saw beat it. This thing runs like a top. It's got an old Tillotson HL carburetor on it. It just works. Yeah. Anyways, we'll get back on topic here. So I did some research through Mike Akers' Chainsaw Collector's Corner, and everyone want to know anything about old saws or when a saw was made, check out his website and check it all out. Tells you every model of saw, years they were built, specs on them. So anyways, I went to there and I figured out, yeah, this was a company, and the company was actually called Monarch Crescent Group, Varberg, Uppsala, Sweden. So I figured out this saw was made around 1961-62. Well, apparently back in around, I guess this F70 here was made 63 to 64. Well, I guess the Husqvarna Electrolux Group AB bought out this company. Then they built the Husqvarna 70 and a partner TS, it was called, a TS. It was probably yellow maybe, I'm not sure about that. I've never seen one, I've only seen the Husky 70 here, which I'm very proud to own. The first Husqvarna saw I ever made was a Husqvarna 90. A little more rounder looking weird thing, eh? 1959. I'd like to get one of those. Anyone has one of those? I'll buy it off you, trade you something. So that's kind of cool history. I'm going to take this back to Johnny's game room or man cave, where he's having, actually Johnny's having a tournament this weekend of all pinball players in BC. 24 guys challenging to win this pinball tournament. They're using all Johnny's pinball machines and a couple of David LaFrance's at Johnny's man cave today. We'll go there and do a video and show you some stuff. But this will be hung back on the wall there, and I'll get it out once in a while and run it again some more. So yeah, through the years I've collected a lot of Husqvarna stuff. You know, Husqvarna axe. You take this one out when I go camping. You know, I was kind of ashamed it's all rusty. I just found this the other day. But there's the old symbol, hand forged in Sweden. So that symbol there, you know, like that. Anyone can tell me what that represents? Give me a comment. I like this little axe. Excellent. Okay, then in this package I also got a sales brochure from, I don't know what year, but anyways, obviously in the 80s, I think. So this one is a sale brochure of 238, 154, and 266. Kind of like 3 pro saws you would use in Europe, and small wood here in Canada and North America, right? The 238, this is just a cool brochure. It has the king of chainsaws and has a really nice write-up about the king of Sweden. I'm going to read it to you. Why not? You know, I'm not highly educated, but I can read. Okay, let me read this to you. There are still a few kingdoms left in the world. One of them is Sweden. Situated in northern Europe, there is still a monarchy in Sweden, but it's a long time since Swedish king wore his crown jewels. They are nowadays more a symbol representing tradition and lasting value. Husqvarna is a jewel among chainsaws. High quality, reliability, outstanding technology are well-known concepts the world over. For every chainsaw user, there is a Husqvarna that never fails to uphold its reputation. That is why Husqvarna is one of the world's leading chainsaw saw manufacturers. In the following pages, you can read about some of the chainsaws models in the extensive Husqvarna range. And whichever chainsaw you try out, you're bound to agree with millions of other users, Husqvarna is king of chainsaws. That's just cool, eh? Hey, isn't that an awesome brochure? So, first page goes on about low service cost, the right design, how thin they are, the quality concept, take care of them, different stuff about noise of them. Then you get to the first page of the 238. 38 cc's, engine spec 10,200. Comes as a regular one and heated version as well. The SG would be the heated one, half wrap heated, right? So yeah, great little saw. I think that kind of turned into like the 42, the 42 Special, which I have one of them that I'm going to be porting out and keeping for myself. The thing's in awesome shape. Then we had the 154. Okay, 54 cc's, 9,000 RPM. Yeah, nice little saw, which I think turned into like the 254 and then into whatever other model after that. Then the good old 266. Hey, look at that factory. All them brand new 266s hanging there. I've been to the factory. It's very cool how it's set up. A lot of women work in the factory actually, and I was quite surprised, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, very, very neat. Yeah, I'd love to have all those there hanging there, eh? Just probably one of the best old saws ever made in the world. Years ago when they stopped making them in Sweden, I think they made some in Yugoslavia, I think. Yeah. Anyways, there you go. That's very cool. Thank you very much, Fred Roberts, for sending that. It means a lot to me. But I'm going to give Johnny this back to have with that saw, because that's kind of the original manufacturer of it until Husqvarna took it over. They must have bought all their tooling maybe and everything. I'm not sure. Anyone knows about that, please comment. And if you ever do get a chance, go to Sweden to the factory. It's very unique. I love their factory. They built, you know, like here in Canada, you go to Sears or Eaton's and get a, you know, Kenmore or Viking stuff or whatever, right? We're in Sweden. Everything was Husqvarna. Your fridge, your stove, your wood stove, your microwave. They made everything. Snowmobiles, you name it, man. You look at their factory museum history and look at pictures and stuff in there, and it really explains a lot of stuff they've built and other companies they own now, right? I think they're one of the biggest power equipment builders in the world. They own a lot of companies, and their construction division too, right? So, anyways, I'm gonna take this back to Johnny today, and a whole pile of other saws laying on the floor over there. Oh, I got this nice Echo for Ben McDonald, buddy. I did a video the other day about stripping it down and what I was doing to it, then I lost it on my phone. But I'm gonna run that today and do a quick little video for you. He's been waiting for this from Ontario, and get it back to you, bud. So, yeah, that, some of the other ones, because it's my last day of working. I'm going to port 2 more cylinders this morning, a 390 and a 372, and that's it for me. Then I'm gone. Sunday we're going to go down to Victoria. No, Monday we're going down to Victoria, and next day we fly out and go to Hawaii for a couple weeks. So if anyone out there is watching from Hawaii, give me a comment. I'll come and visit you, or tune up your saw while I'm down there. I probably don't want to work. The missus might give me crap about that. But I'd like to see, you know, what people cut there. Maybe, is there any logging there? Or is it just basically tree pruning and silviculture or tree work, right? Probably is. They don't log in Hawaii, you know. I don't even know how pineapples grow. Do they grow on the ground? Yeah, I think so, right? Be interesting to see. I'm going to do, I want to go to the, obviously to Pearl Harbor and stuff like that. I like history, and I've been reading up on a little bit of it, and yeah, I can read. To see how it goes. So, happy birthday to my bro Johnny. Anyone wants to give him a happy birthday? It's on Facebook. I sent a little picture there of me and my dad and him sitting there, and I just want to thank everyone for, I'm just up over to 13,000 subscribers now, and I got a lot of content coming when I get back off holidays, and I'm gonna really get at it. I got racing saws to build for the season, a few other projects for people to get done that I'm a little behind on, but the snow kind of messed me up for a few days. There's still snow out there, but it's melting really quick. So keep your saw in the wood, stick in the ice, rubber on the snow, and have a great weekend. And I got a new phone plan, so I'm going to be able to do a few videos from Hawaii, so let's see how they turn out. So anyways, have a great day, and thanks for watching again. Be careful out there. Love you all. Bye.